Hello everyone. So today I am going to show you how to seamlessly blend from a level sequence to the player in-game camera using the same character inside the level sequence as well. So here is the demonstration. So what you are seeing at the moment is a level sequence, and through the camera controlled by the level sequence, and the character is also controlled by the level sequence. So it's like more like the camera, that continuous camera effect that we see in God of War. So now we are in the third person camera, so now we can control the character. So yeah, that's what I am going to work on today. Seamlessly blending between level sequences and the in-game controls and camera. And these animations and the project and the level sequence is created and provided by this generous patron. Thank you very much for your support. Right, so here I already have this sequence which looks like this. So character is falling down, and after a bit it stands up and try to walk on. So this is a level sequence, and this is not the same character, same playable character. So what I want to have is, you know, in like God of War game, that the same sequence is continuing, so without breaking the camera. So that's exactly what I want to try here. Right, so if I play the game instead of simulating, here is my playable character, and there you can see that level sequence character. So how do we make the playable character instead of this skeletal mesh play in the sequence, and then seamlessly blend into the gameplay after the sequence? So also I have this camera, and if I play the camera actor view, if I simulate, right, oh no, this camera, here. So now if I play this is how it looks. Oh, actually the initial part is quite long, I think. Let me show this one more time, and then let's look into how to make the player character have integrate with this cutscene. Right, so at this point we should switch to playable character, which is not happening at the moment. So yeah, so let me first, I am using the third person game mode, drag and drop the player character here. Now I'll switch back to the game mode and I'll make this character possess player, so that I will be playing with this character, and then I'll match the locations, and in the sequence that I already have, let me open the sequence. Right, so actually here I have 3 animations. Animations this is the camera animation. Okay, I have the character UE5 animations here. So all these animation do have root motion. So I have enabled root motion because see, if I select the root bone, you can see the character is moving. So in order to get this movement in from that is there in the animation into the character, I have to enable root motion. So I have 3 separate animations. One is until the point that I fall down, and the next one is getting up, and the next one is breathing and then getting up here. So using these 3 animations, I have created this animation composite just by drag and dropping the same animations here. So sorry, like this, just you can drag and drop onto this the previous animation itself, so it will get the next animation. So I have already done that, and this is the complete sequence. Okay, and for each of these animations I have enabled root motion, right? So now let's select this character and add the track, add to sequencer, add BP, third person character, right? So after doing that, I have this character mesh, and here now we can play this character, play this animation, this one. So let me drag and drop where, right. Shouldn't they be oh wait, should be starting here. Let me eject from this camera. This is actually where the animation starts, so let me put it there. And if I play, sorry, let me play. Well, wrong. Let me undo, and here again select the character, track, actor to sequence, PP. Right, here let's add the animation. Alright, it should be added like this, and it should, can I move it down next to the skeleton that we already have? Right, so now here we can see we start the animation at this point, so we should do the same for our animation. So it should be starting at this point, right? So now still not playing. Let me save this, play. No. Maybe this part is not needed, this control rig, so let's remove that. Alright, okay, now it plays. Great. So what if I play now? Still no. Hold on. So actual animations starts in this point. So which is, if I show time as seconds, after here 0, after 5 seconds. Okay, so then let's select this offset. Oh, I already have 7. Let's set it to 5 and save. Why is this starting above? And also, why can't I see this one? Did I hide it? It should not be hidden. Okay. And this object also, let's make it visible so that I can see them. Right, the animation is playing, but the location is off. Okay, good. We are making progress. Now, for this character, let's add a transform track and make one location key here. Then if I play, right, now we are starting from the correct position. And we are not moving. Let me save everything. Okay, we are still not moving. Let me open the animation blueprint of this character. Temporarily disable this control leg part because that could be interfering with this. Okay, still not moving. Why? Right. I think I know why this character is moving before on top of this. That should be because of this collision. Do we have any collisions here? Yeah, we should disable that. So this object is here, and when we start playing, the object moves here, and because of that the character is on top of that object, so character also moves there. And now I can remove this transform track. So right now, if I am correct, we should get the movement with the animation. Let's see. Yeah, see, now the character is moving. So there is a slight offset, but that's fine because still our character looks okay. So it's not necessary to 100% overlap. But if needed, we can fix that too. Also, to make it easier for testing, let me set the starting offset to 7. Right. Now the next thing is getting the camera to work. Right, that part is working. So how do we get the camera to work? For that, this is a dummy camera. We don't have any camera cards in the level sequence because we want to use the player camera here, not a separate camera, to keep the continuity. So for that, let's go to the level blueprint. In the begin play, let's make a reference. This map name is desert, so that's why it appears as the desert when I open the level blueprint. So let me put a waiting and get level begin play here. Also I need a reference to this camera actor, this dummy camera actor. Then I can get the follow camera of the player character and attach it to this camera actor. Attach to component, attach component to component. So parent is this camera camera's root component. Right. Location, a snap to target. Rotation also snap to target. Scale doesn't matter. Right. Now wait, I don't think it's correct. Sorry, here we have some offset. That's not correct actually. How did that happen? So camera should be like this, or wait, there should be a rotation. No, minus 90. Right, that's correct. So if I close the sequencer, now okay, now it should be fine. Let's see. Yeah. The leg is a bit submerged on the floor, but that's the issue in animation, not really an issue in the system we are working on. So right now, okay, the camera also working. Let's hide this character in the gameplay. We don't need it anymore. We can actually completely remove it if needed, but let me just make it hidden for now. And also this one. Right, so what's the length of the sequence? Actually we have to start in plane here. So when we are polishing and finalizing this effect, we can like create events that are fired from the sequence and use them to drive these operations, like attaching the camera and detaching it, things like that. So but for now I'll just use this time based option. So we are starting at time 4, ends at time 40. So right, so let's have a delay of 35 seconds, and after that we should reattach the follower camera to whatever the previous parent it already had inside the character with the same offsets, same relative transform. So but for that we need to know those events, know those details. So let's get relative transform, promote this to a variable, and real PR, and also we need to know the parent component, sorry, attach parent, get attach parent. And let's promote that also to a variable, original parent. Let's rename this original transform. Right, so after 35 seconds we should reattach the camera. It's the same thing. Control D to duplicate. So this time parent is the original parent. Here also not a snap to target, keyword, scale doesn't matter. And after that we have to use move component to move it back to the to get rid of these relative locations and offsets, because if I check the camera, follow camera, it doesn't have any relative offsets. So yeah, but in case we have alright, in case we still have this original transform, so they would be saved and restored for maybe 0.7 seconds if we have any, but yeah. Right, now let's see. Okay, character is walking. And alright, everything seems good so far. Oh, what happened there? Maybe we should wait 34 seconds only. I think delay was the problem. We should start synchronizing with the third person camera location before completely finishing this sequence. So because if we wait until this sequence is finished, then the camera may be moving back to its original location. By camera I mean the camera that we are moving, the camera actor, the dummy camera actor we are moving inside the level sequence, not the exact camera that we are seeing. Okay, now it works. The only problem is the character animation is snapped at the end from the, I'm not sure if you see that. Let me play again. let me fast forward. Oh, I'll just stop recording. Now, right now pay attention. So at the end we should see some snapping of animations, because the final frame, see, doesn't match. Final frame of the standing up animation doesn't match with this idle animation. So for that, actually we have a way to control that with this weight. Here, maybe around here, let me add key 1, and maybe over here let's set it 0. Right, let's test now. Oh wait, I think I should move this back, otherwise sometimes things go wrong. Okay, right, see, now it's smoothly blended off, and now we can play this with this character. Great. So right, so I think here we can stop this episode. One thing I want to test is, what if I add any movement inputs here? Yeah, they are not applied, but jumping is applied, see. So we need to disable that too. So to address that, we can disable input initially for the layer character, layer controller, and then enable at the end. Enable input layer control. Alright, okay, now everything should be fine. Let's see. Great. So now we are in the third person character, and during the cutscene I was not able to add any inputs, so it is working. But I was looking at the sequence and I really forgot to check that. So yeah, now at the moment I am pressing space. I think you can hear it. So yeah, it's not working. Inputs are not working during this part. Alright, so that's it, and I'm going to stop this episode. And few things that to note is, like, here I'm only demonstrating how can we synchronize the camera. So since I am using the level blueprint here to do this control camera transitions, so it's not really a reusable way. But if you have like different level sequences and different access, maybe you can implement this part maybe inside the player character or maybe in a different blueprint depending on the context, and but still the method would be same. And also here I manually disable this control rig part, but if needed you can just programmatically handle that too. So all we have to do is, so here we are only using this so is falling, so instead of that maybe we can have some other variable like control rig enabled or something, and we can control the value true or false of that object also through the blueprint. But those are details. So yeah, this is basically how I would be doing it. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'm gonna stop this episode right here, and if you have further questions feel free to comment. So as always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and if you like to support my work you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.